Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the possibility of a LEGO Doctor Who game. And I've been thinking about this concept for a while, and we did kind of get this concept happen in real life with the game LEGO Dimensions. That was a toys brought to life game, and we had many franchises cross over, such as Doctor Who, Back to the Future, Batman. There were so many franchises involved with this game, and Doctor Who was one of them. And essentially with the game, you had a level pack that included the Doctor, K9, and the TARDIS. So the TARDIS was essentially a gateway, so you could transport around time and space, and you could use it as a vehicle. And you had K9 as well that you could use as a vehicle. And obviously the Doctor, if he died in LEGO fashion, he'd regenerate back into the first Doctor, and then each time he died, he regenerated into the next incarnation. And I thought that was a pretty neat idea, and I wish we saw more of this concept in an actual LEGO game. And it really, really annoys me that we never got one, especially when Doctor Who was at its peak between 2005 and 2010. We unfortunately never got a Doctor Who LEGO game, and I'm just like, why? But it would be something to think about, because, again, Doctor Who has a lot of content to cover, and with movies or television shows, when they get made into LEGO games, they obviously have to offer certain amounts of content. And the way I thought of it was, because we have basically 13 Doctors, and obviously we have the War Doctor on top of that, and obviously the Timeless Doctors, but just for the purpose of it, I'm going to include the 13 main Doctors and the War Doctor, just because obviously we know a lot more about them. So maybe for each Doctor there could be around about 3 to 6 levels. That would be something that would be, you know, quite sizable, and we could just have highlights from their era on the show. So for the first Doctor, it could be the first ever episode, first time meeting the Daleks, first time meeting the Cybermen, and, you know, whatever else fans wanted, really. You know, they could do like a little voting thing, and then perhaps those levels get added to the game. I don't know, but it would be pretty cool to see fan favourite levels. And then coming to more recently, the 10th Doctor, you could have the Waters of Mars, the Stolen Earth and Journey's End. You know, there's a lot of potential there, and I feel like personally, for each Doctor and for the levels that they would have to be 6 highlight episodes from each era. That would be pretty cool. And then I guess like the final level, once you've done them all or got 100% collectibles, would be that there's a multi-Doctor episode / level you've got to complete. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, LEGO games are really good in my opinion, and they were a huge part of my childhood. But now obviously they are voiced. You know, there's no more random noises coming from the LEGO figures. So I feel like they would have to try and get either good voice impressionists to voice each Doctor and companion or whatever, or they would have to try and get the original actors and actresses that are still with us today. That might be a little bit too much to ask, but I guess we might get a mix of the both if this project were ever to happen. But yeah, I am going into way too much detail here regarding a project that probably never will happen, but it's just something I've always wanted to see. We have had more Doctor Who games, though, over the past couple of years that kind of gives me a little bit of hope, but I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is my LEGO Doctor Who game idea, I guess. That, you know, sounds a little bit interesting to me anyway. But I just thought to make this video just to, you know, add some speculation and everything like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, rating, and subscribe. And I'll see you all on my next video. Goodbye for now.